Hey gang, GameFace here, and well, for everybody who's been asking, today is the day I will be streaming Planet Coaster. And let's start right now. Um, yeah, so I did some stuff. Some stuff was done. I don't know if it's stuff that I need to keep. I looked at some screenshots of stuff in Yeah, this is not stay. In Assassin's Creed, and there were wooden forts. Hey Nate, hey Aiden, how's everybody today? Um, so there were definitely wooden structures like that. So I figured I would go ahead and build that up. There's still some things always. But right now, I want to do something else. I want to move this. You know what I'm saying? I want to delete this. Delete that. And I want to... Come on. Oh, wrong camera. No, that's the right camera. What's it doing? I want to delete the... I want to do something. Guy? Okay, that's not what I'm trying to do. No back. So, how do I move it? Or can I even move it? I know I can move it. I want to move it to here. Now we're gonna come in and delete a bunch of stuff. All of it. It's all going. It's all gone. Bye. Not all of it. It's up to you. And that is because I screwed up something right from the beginning. Can I make a sign that says Patriots Road? I can. I can. Am I going to? Probably not. Hey, Patriots Road. Hey, Stealth Ninja. And Marco. Welcome back, guys. So yes. I'm gonna do something behind here. And it's gonna be revolutionary. No, it's not. It's just gonna be normal. I think what I'm going to do. Bear with me. I gotta do it. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I don't gotta do it. Not that I'm like, you know. Struck. Okay, so we don't want to do that. I want a narrow path for a little bit. Purpose. Not the narrow path I want. And what we're going to do then we're going to get a straight line from here. Because that's the problem that I'm trying to solve right now, is that all the pathing, everything was crooked. So if I have this winding through, you know, a cliff type, like have these rocks out to here and this all fitting in. So actually when you walk in these gates, you actually don't even see, that. Well, maybe Well, no, you're... Okay, you only see some of it. Maybe you don't see... I don't know. We're gonna see. That's the idea, though. So, I need to get a straight there. And I also need to know how big the path is. I think it was 6. Nope. Okay, so this will be the straight path, which means this stuff at the bottom here is going to have to move. And actually, that worked out quite well. So the first thing we're going to do here, we're going to come in here and okay, we're going to move this. But the problem is there's building parts in here. So you know what we're going to do? This is the way in. That's going away. Oh yes, this game has sucked up more time than any other game I've ever played. Well, on Steam, I should say that. I don't know. There might be. No, I doubt. Well, you never know. You never know. There's like, I can't imagine how much time I spent playing some game when I was. But yeah. Yeah, I've got right now 1,127 hours in. I don't know if it's a waste though. You'll have a hard time convincing me it's a waste. Okay, so if I get something like the whoops, I don't want to do that. Nope. Maybe closer like that. Yeah. And I don't know why they're here. But everything will be explained momentarily. Oh, yeah, let's not do that manually. Maybe I shouldn't have it like in the middle of the road. People are just gonna walk through it. Hey, Luke! Okay, let's go back into terrain now and do the thing I wanted to do to begin with. Reason why we're all here. Well, maybe not. Reason why I'm here. Hey, Gigavolts! I will definitely keep it up. That's not acceptable. I said hello, Luke. I did. Why is the stream buffering like? Why is that even a thing? be adjusting the bandwidth, or adjusting the quality appropriately. Knew that would work well. Oops. So I watched a 1 hour of Far Cry 5 gameplay video, and I just couldn't help myself. I didn't want to watch it all. It's like, oh, I'll just look at it, watch a little bit. But that's not what happened. And it's gonna be awesome. That game is just gonna be, I don't know. It's gonna be good. Okay, so here we go. I don't know how this stuff became all this color. Oh, I guess I need to repaint all this with sand. That needs to happen. Oh, that's all that needs to happen. I really don't like that. The storyline? Well, really it doesn't get into the storyline. You know, it starts it starts like right after the training, sort of, you know, right after the game's sort of giving you a breakdown of how it wants to be played, or well, you know what I mean. It's walked you through the simple stuff in the game, and then this video starts just the guy standing on the road. But basically, I can tell you some aspects of the gameplay that I found are going to be quite awesome. The storyline, of course, is that you're in this place, and your overall mission is to basically remove the cult from power at a very big. And really, that's all I really know. A lot of the gameplay in this whole thing didn't give away any story, so that is the other thing about that video. Was I think it was from, it wasn't just somebody's video, it was from Ubisoft. So it wasn't just, you know, random. It was very purposeful in what it showed. But you know, a couple of the missions they showed were like, they wanted you to go recover this vehicle that somebody had one of the cult had stolen, and it was the vehicle was more of a you know, like a representation of or more of a symbol to the people type thing, and as you go and do these things, you basically gain, instead of experience, it's like reputation, is what I would say. So that's what I've sort of seen of it so far. True. plants that have somewhat. Usually they're not big green plants like that. Yeah, so the other thing, like there were some gaming aspects that I didn't realize were going to be in there. And what it is they've sort of tried to make yeah, it comes out in 8 days. They've sort of tried to make what am I trying to say here? The whole integration of other players, whether it be your companion that you can take with you on missions, or other players like co-op, it'd be like a very similar experience. And that's something that they sort of showed off a little. I think that's going to work out well. The other what were some other things? You know, it is Far Cry. There's no doubt about it when you see it. That's the other thing that I like. You also have a dog companion. Not necessarily unlike Far Cry or things like Fallout or things like that, but with a few differences. You know, for one, I did see this dog run up to somebody, jump up, rip the gun out of their hands, and bring it back to me, so that, you know, there was this other mechanism for me to, you know, get my ammo up, or if I was in bad shape, or something like that. I thought that was kind of cool. Not a mechanism that I see in a lot of games. I've ever seen it in a game where a dog runs and steals an enemy's weapon. Okay, I need a little different texture. It's not going to be found in pathing. But yeah, I'm totally looking forward to it. Something like, looks like it's trying to grow. It's struggling. Okay, so I was in the middle of doing something here too when last we played. But before I do anything there, I've got to correct this little crookedness. Hey, Martin! That has occurred here. Crooked. You know. Try to get as little as this as possible. I know it's not impossible. It's not possible to not get any of it. Okay. What? Oh? Not something... What? Okay, so something's not... Something's... Won't let me unselect that. Let me select the thing next to it. Okay, so what's going on here is I think we've got a bunch of pieces that are building pieces, not scenery pieces, which means basically by that I mean they move on the grid. There we go. So now I want to basically make this the same distance on each side of the path. Yeah, so I gotta stop thinking of Far Cry 5 as 8 days away. I gotta look at it as, excluding this live stream, it's 9 live streams away. So I have 9 live streams to finish Far Cry 3. Huh? See, that changes things. And it's all about perspective. It means I really, really, really need to hurry up and finish Far Cry 3. That's what that means. Just in case anybody's wondering, Planet Coaster viewers especially, when Far Cry 5 comes out, I will be playing Far Cry 5 until I'm... The streams will be a lot longer though, so I expect to be done it by the end of the week. Okay, so that's sort of straightened the world out here. We've got this initial fort thing that, you know, is a thing now. I really should fix the terrain around it though, because, you know, it wouldn't be... The other thing that it wouldn't be is eating the wood like I just did. Notice the whoa. Notice that this is all inside the wall now. That shouldn't be a thing. Shouldn't happen. Because reality. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I have another park in the works, which is probably where I'm gonna want to focus some of my attention when I'm done this. I'm not gonna do that like that. Maybe I'm not. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I have some stuff in mind for the other park. Well, you know, there's all this, the spooky park, or whatever that is, needs to be finished for Halloween. This looks too much like it. Thanks for hosting, Grizzly. K1 Grizzly. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if I have thanks for following, Stray Planet. I don't know if I have anything in particular in mind when it comes to the park after that. Because that's a ways off. Especially at the rate right now where I actually I'm controlling my Planet Coaster intake so that so that there's continual enjoyment from my side. I'm never getting myself to the point where I'm like, oh my god, I gotta play Planet Coaster. I don't want to do that. I really don't. So what is so yeah, tonight we're trying to get the entrance to our world all looking the way it should, where we, you know, enter the actual inner walls, and then the the temple walls where the actual ride lives. This is not the ride, by the way. From here to here is the ride. This is just the rest of the loop. The ride is going to continue throughout here. So basically, we're working on the entrance to this area, trying to get all this to look the way it should. Filling in with it, all the little details, all the buildings, stuff like that. That's the plan. So far, going okay, I think. But you know, what do I know? The other thing I need to do in all this build is, well, you can tell by the name, it's called under construction. I'm gonna sort of make this area or an area look like stones or material is being pulled away from it. So we're gonna make like a quarry over here. And the coaster can, of course, go check out the quarry. I don't know. That's an idea. But right now, I keep on changing my mind what I want to build. I go from here to there. Let's just stick with this. Let's just stick with this right now. I don't know how much of this I want. It's good material to look like, you know, right inside that. There's something more structure to it than just leafiness. It's all brand new. Like somebody planted it there. Oh, you still don't have Planet Coaster? Toss a little bit more red in there. Well, I'll tell you, it's no, I don't want. That's well worth it. Even at regular price, when you can get 1,000 or more hours out of it. Yeah, if the funds aren't available, the funds aren't available. I understand that. Okay. Paint. That does. Oh. Of course, this is next to the water, so it does make sense that there would be things growing here. That weren't planted by people. That's too sharp of a contrast in my opinion. Or I can probably put something like this and get away. I can get away with something. Then something like this could easily go. Oops. There we go. Still looks horribly fake to me. But it's like, oh well, what can I do? All I'm allowed to do here is paint. I can't affect anything else. So I really don't want, if you know what I don't want to put in all that stuff there on a line. But I guess that's my fault for building them there, isn't it? Well, no, it's their fault. Their fault. They put water there. They shouldn't have put water there. I'm not taking the... Whoops. What? Oh. Come on. When I press undo. Whoops. That was probably there. When I was pressing undo there, I keep my hand on the control. Okay, so this building, of course, is not going to go. It's a copy of the one building over. So let's fill this up with first. Yeah, I don't know what to fill it up with. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first, or anything else. I'm going to take a large smoother. Smooth the edges. Yeah. Rock. And... maybe not sand. Whatever. Water, though. Now, do I want dirty water? With calm water. We're gonna have to do that. That cannot be a thing. I know you can't see it here. Definitely. Okay, let's just do this, paint this. I don't know what to paint it though. Let's go and take some stone across the back here. That would be good. Good base. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. And let's green this up a bit, and let's plant some plants. Plant some plants. Yeah. Plant some rocks. Okay, so let's start off with the big stuff. sense. I was talking about trees. I think that's all it was. Bob Ross paint a lot of trees. Didn't really. I didn't follow. Let's say. Wasn't a fan. Well, not that I was against it or anything. Never mind. I'm just gonna shut up now. Come on. Oh, there we go. I think that's going... There we go. Take that. That bottom area with rock. Okay, so we need to get this not so deep, if you know what I'm saying. So if I were to take this, we're unsampled, what I want, and figure out where the water is. Let's say, right here. And we can, again, take this and move this edge. I think, and now what I want to be able to do, put some crocodiles in here. But you know, we need trees first. Well, that's just weird. I think. Oh, I didn't say hi, Swirly Specs. Welcome to the stream. Okay. So, let's... Now floating in the air. Of course, it's Egyptian. They could probably float stones in the air. I'll have to fix that. We don't know what to do with bamboo. I don't know if that's what bamboo would do. And also I need to figure out which trees I want to use. Excuse me. Now for some smaller trees. You know, all trees can't be the same. Hey, Satire, how you doing? And of course, all trees can also not be the same tree. Gotta be careful with that. Okay, so we're gonna this. Now, then there's all this stuff. All this, I don't know what you'd call it. Plants. We'll call them plants. Let's go out on a limb and call them plants. For some reason, this does not look very realistic. It looks cartoony. We'll work on it though. Might be we might have to import some different plants. But it's starting to come together. You know what? I'm gonna open this up. I want people to be able to see this. Problem with all this is it's on a ground that's so unrealistic. That it looks unrealistic. Fortnite is taking over the world. What was it last? PUBG, and before that it was Overwatch. And you know, we're just talking on the last 12 months. Or last year and a half. The world is amazingly resilient. Takeover. Does anybody remember? I never played it, but World of Warcraft. Is that even still a thing? You know what I mean? No, the thing is though, Planet Coaster will outlast all those things. Like nobody will be playing Fortnite, and there'll still be thousands of people playing Planet Coaster. Mainly for what it is, you know, like Fortnite becomes eventually all the same. Yeah, I'm not actually talking the content of the game of World of Warcraft. I'm talking the concept of the greatest thing ever game, you know, and people will be playing it forever, and yet nobody plays it anymore. That's sort of the what I'm bringing up World of Warcraft. But yeah, you know what I'm saying there though. It'll all be over before we know it, and you know, you'll be able to ask people if they've ever heard of it, and they won't. You know, they won't. It just won't be a thing. That is. Hey George, thanks for subbing. Yeah, so that's sort of my opinion on games like that. I like more story. And you know, maybe there's more to the Fortnite game itself rather than just that. But it's the battle royale that everybody's. Am I going to play Kingdom Come ever again? I do have plans to finish that one story, the beginning story. I don't. You know, it's funny. I watched a video today of somebody who's like die hard into the stuff like that, and I watched the combat, and I'm like, it's so awkward, and I don't even know if I want to. But, you know. So yeah, I am gonna play it again when I can fit it in. Was it Ninja? I don't know who it was. I was trying to look up something about sword fighting and why I hate it so much. The sword fighting portion. And I do know why. I have been able to figure out why I dislike the way it does certain things. You know, I know what I like in games, and it does some things I don't like. So, it does a lot of things I don't like. You know, but this is a game that didn't have, oh no, it wasn't a blue-haired guy. There was no guy. There was gameplay. There was no person, there was no voiceover, there was no commentary. So I don't know who it was. Where's a banana palm when you need one? Gotta be in here. No, never played any of the oh, no, I haven't. I thought you meant one of the Tycoon games, but no. Tycoon. No. I couldn't answer that, George. Yeah, so this is my only building game. I don't play other building games. I've put, maybe 20 hours into SimCity and some other stuff like that, but this is not what I do. I play first-person shooters. My favorite games are Far Cry, Horizon Zero Dawn, Dishonored. Those are my favorite games, and most of my game playing has been that. I bought Planet. Okay, so the reason I'm playing this right now, and I don't get me wrong, I love playing Planet Coaster. I'm not saying that at all, but the reason I'm playing this right now, and what got me into Planet Coaster, was I was a YouTube gamer. And basically, I made videos about stuff on YouTube. Games and stuff and such. One of my series was called No Limits 2 Workshop Creations. So I was already in that whole thing where I was, there was a large group of people who came and watched my Workshop Creations videos, where I went and I did, reviews of, not reviews, I went and rode, because I can't review, that's not, I'm not reviewing nothing. So I went and rode coasters that were built in No Limits 2, and, I'd do 6 coasters in a video, and that was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then Planet Coaster came out. I was involved. I had Elite Dangerous when the beta was out. So I was like a beta Elite Dangerous person, if that made any sense, before I had my channel. So I got this thing that I could get involved in the beta for Planet Coaster. So I thought, oh yeah, that'll be cool. I'll have that on the channel. And I started building some stuff. And yeah, it was awesome. And here we are. What can I say? It got out of hand. And here I am building stuff still. It didn't go like that. At first I had no interest in it. Meaning, it's not that I wasn't interested in playing it. It's that I couldn't figure it out. It wasn't as accessible when they first had the beta. So, that was one thing about it. It wasn't that accessible. It wasn't something that I was going to immediately jump into and play. Because one, I had to maintain a rate of 2 videos a day. I was doing multiple daily gaming videos. So I couldn't spend the time to really build anything. No. So you know, there was all that. There was a lot of reasons. I didn't start it up right away, but when I started live streaming, I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, definitely gonna need a computer. Planet Coaster. I don't know what. Need to do something. Oh, gee. I screw it up more than I fix it. In a lot of cases. Okay, let's get some rocks into this whole thing, and then I can start thinking about other stuff. Jurassic Park Evolution. Yeah, I've definitely heard of it. I don't know what to make of it, to tell you the truth. I was excited, but I think it's going to be truly a management game. And in my case, I might not be a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of management games at all. Like, you'll notice I never would or never will, or never had any inclination to, never did even touch the scenarios in this game because I have no interest. It's just not something that I would ever play. So yeah, there's that. How much money do I make streaming? Well, I'll tell you exactly how much I've made in 3.5 years of doing this. I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, truly. You know, my computer cost about $6,000. The camera I'm using cost about $1,400. The microphone and the system that it's all hooked up to is about $600. You know, yeah. So, and Google, Twitch, and nobody's ever sent me any money ever. So, yeah, I would say I'm in the hole. Hey, Zubs. How's the computer the graphics card thing going? Or have you not had time to check it out? Can I build a roller coaster after this? I'm actually in the middle of this. Is a roller coaster. This whole thing is one roller coaster. We're just not ready for a roller coaster yet. The world is just still coming together. But yeah, we will definitely be building a roller coaster. That's the whole point of this. Probably gonna do some work on it next time. Yes, you'll have to get that checked out. I should probably not have that Align to serve. No, you don't actually have a video card. You have built-in video on the chipset. It's a hobby, and hobby costs. Oh yeah, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you know, like, you've got to get in. You've got to do it because you want to do it. You can't do it because, oh, I want to make money. That's sort of like the thing. That's not how it's going to work. You're going to spend more money and you're not going to make anything. You might be 1 in a million, or in this case 1 in 10 million, I guess, and you'll actually be able to do something with it. You know, you don't have to upgrade the chipset. You just need to add a video card to your computer. It will supplement that feature of the chipset, and your computer will use the video card instead of the chipset onboard video. Sorry, we're all over the place now. Does that make any sense? I hope that makes some sense. You can, if you're... Okay, so if you're running a Acer computer, I'm gonna say chances are no. They've purposely built that computer so that you can't do anything to it. The power supply has a proprietary connector. Something is proprietary that only they're gonna do. If somebody built that computer from scratch and you got your hands on it and you bought it off them, then yes, chances are that you can put a video card in it. But, you know, these are things I just can't answer. I don't know enough about... I don't know anything about the computer at all. So I can't even say. I can't. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get across. I can only suggest that you find somebody around your area who does know. But you know, if it's like a Corsair case and a Acer an Asus motherboard and I can't even think of a name right now. The only thing that comes to mind is Corsair, Antec power supply. You know, then yeah, chances are you can just go buy a cheap video card and put it in there, and you're ready to go. But I don't know what it is. I know nothing about this computer at all, so I can't answer the question specifically. I wish I could. Okay, let's get some more colorful. Okay, rocks. We need some rocks. Yeah, these days, if you could get your hands on a 750, awesome. You know, if you have the money to spend, you can buy a 1050. They'll both run Planet Coaster. I'm really trying to avoid using this thing. But, you know, there is a place I am going to end up using it. Because there are places in here that need it. Oh, needs a little bit of leaf groundwork. Not a lot. There we go. Actually, a little bit. That's good. Okay, so now let's go for some animatronics here. Let's start to bring this world to life. And I think I want crocodile. Okay. Oh. There we go. Heyo. Hey, just do it. Fisher. I need some. That's the other thing. I feel as though maybe this guy doesn't go there. Yeah, see what I mean? Okay, so let's change this. Let's just sort of somehow. I don't like these sharp edges. Well, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Always happy for more people to join us. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this up. I don't want the water. I want the water there, like, but I want to be able to put plants and stuff like growing out of the water. I want the water just there. You know what I mean? Okay, you coming with me. Okay, maybe you're too small. Maybe you got a bigger friend that would be more useful. Small swim, rise. Okay, large swim, no. crocodile small, crocodile hiss, crocodile snap, crocodile swim attack, crocodile swim breach. Okay, I don't know how much of a swim that is. Oh. Maybe we don't want that. Maybe we want this. I don't know. Okay. We still need the other snap, attack, small, large, swim. It doesn't go anywhere. Just does the same swim loop over and over again. So we're just gonna go with the small one, because, you know. He's like, help! My feet are stuck in the ground. Somebody help me! And as soon as you go to help him, it bites you. And it goes, oh, I'm sorry. It's just my nature. I can't help it. Actually, this is going to be, this whole thing is a roller coaster. It's going to be one of those really long, you know, 5-minute long rides that take you around the world. So yes, I can build a roller coaster, and I am building a roller coaster. Believe it or not, me putting this here is actually part of me building a roller coaster. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming, but without the world, what? You know what I mean? Where am I gonna go with it? I'm not building a roller coaster really, like by itself. I'm building an experience ride. If that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. So there will be work on the coaster. It won't be today, but probably next time I'll start to work on some of the coaster. But you know, that's going to include building the buildings around it, like all the stuff that needs to be built in here, all the things that need to be built in here, like that. Yeah, it's a big experience. It's a big build. So I wish I could just go and throw a coaster in. But I will get to it. I will definitely get to it. Why is it this? I have a line surface on. And my other problem, of course, is I take too much care in trying to make things look like things should. It takes a lot of time. It really. But I like it. You know, we need what we need in this game, and I'm surprised they didn't have it in the adventure pack, was some type of reeds or something to put in the water. Like, there's no water plants in this game. That would be definitely be a nice addition. Instead of me going, yeah, these are plants that live in the water. And really, they're just, what are these? Lupins. But yeah, if anybody's wondering, this is why it takes me forever to finish anything. Lupins. Lupins, I tell ya. It's all their fault. Okay, so, you know what? I have to lower the ground here. Oh, so how did the trip go? Okay, just do it. We'll see you later. I'm here every day. Not at Planet Coaster every day, but I'm here every day. So come check it out. Come join us. We'll see you soon. Okay. No, I don't want that. Really? Just because I put that there, every time I click near it, you're gonna choose it? And everything else in the world is completely non-con- Oh, I just deleted it by accident. And yeah, everything else in the world is completely non-consequential. Doesn't matter anymore. You no longer matter in this world. Alligator. I mean crocodile. Sorry, I gotta stop calling them alligator. The alligators are starting to get pissed off. Yeah, see, it's funny. I had an opportunity. The company I work for, every year a bunch of us go to somewhere. This year, actually, it was last week they went. It was actually to a conference called Visual Studio Live. Is what we do. I didn't go, but about 6 people went. But when I went, we went to, it was Orlando. So I could have got a chance to go see Disney and do all that stuff. They did have a weekend there. But I ended up going to Kennedy Space Center. So much more my thing than that. And, once in a lifetime opportunity, so I couldn't skip it. And it was awesome. I tell you, it was awesome. I loved it. Yeah. Yeah, this year the conference that we always go to was in Vegas. So nowhere near anywhere that would have, allowed for anything of that type of thing. So I'm pretty sure you probably get in trouble. But it would stay there, right? Right? I don't think it would. Okay. That's quite the left-hand side of a path we have there. I guess it depends on which way we're coming from. But it's working. This is the world we're trying to build. Oh, I'd love to see a SpaceX launch. Oh my, that would be like the ultimate thing. That would be awesome. But yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I'd be going to Canada's Wonderland before that, mainly because it would be much more economical and I could afford it. Whereas, as going to see one of Elon's launches, probably not be as affordable. Be a lot more awesome. Oh, see, there's no Yeah, see, I have no option like that. I wish I did. Because there's nothing here. Like, literally, where I live, there's nothing. If we required roller coasters to live, everybody here would be long gone. And there's not enough population to support it anyway. Like, damn, we can't even keep a drive-in theater open. All the then again, the drive-in theater is dying anyway. But that's not just here. But we used to have an awesome drive-in theater here that they closed down a couple of years ago. And then big petitions to open it back up again. But who are you petitioning? People who want to go broke and not make a living? Is that who you're petitioning to open this thing? It's not gonna work, you know. Sorry. But yeah, I more than going to Canada's Wonderland, I would just love to go see SpaceX, especially at Falcon Heavy, the Falcon Heavy launch. Or no, forget the launch, the landing. I'd love to go. Well, actually, I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean. Neat. Let's use this. Again, this might. I'm really hoping it isn't, and that's one of the reasons we have a lot of desert going on here, because I don't want this to be one of those worlds that I just can't fill up. I've gone down that path and I've got 60% through it, and gone. You know, I've got to go build something else right now because this is going to drive me mine. So this is actually turning out to be that other thing that I'm going to build, and I'm actually quite happy with the way it's going. So that's good. Things are looking up on that front. But yeah, I just don't want to, you know, limit myself to that. Like I did that other project, because it was just too big. Of course, there's definitely going to be bamboo here, because, you know, I think all this stuff is built out of bamboo. Doesn't look like it, though. Looks like wood. But I could be wrong. And I really, you know, this is the one thing that bugs me, is this. They screwed these up, eh? As far as I'm concerned, they screwed them up. They probably did it on purpose, but there's no bottom to this texture, which means it's absolutely useless to people who build stuff in Planet Coaster, because we use things for multiple purposes. And they've decided to eliminate that possibility with that part for some reason. But I think they were just being mean, and they should fix it. Why are shops and facilities collected permanently? Hey, Planet Coaster, why are shops and facilities collected permanently? You insist that I put a... Well, you gotta... You know, they did... Frontier did, right? Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So, you know, there might be similarities. I know they couldn't use the same, like that would be illegal if they used the same actual assets, because they don't belong. I think Hasbro or Atari actually owns the Tycoon series. One of those. So, yeah, they couldn't just blatantly rip it off. But they could definitely make it sound similar. Might have even been recorded in the same room. It's Atari, okay. I think it's yeah, I don't know. I can't remember who the developer for Roller Coaster Tycoon World was. I mean the final developer, because that went through multiple hands as it was being completely butchered. So yeah, we don't know the whole story behind that. Well, or I haven't looked at the whole story behind all that. Not that I'm really interested in playing it anyway. I own it. I bought it because it was dirt cheap, and I was going to do a video laughing at it. But then I figured, you know, I don't really do laughing. I do videos screaming and yelling at games. Except for Planet Coaster. Yeah, I'm guessing that Atari just never gave them any of them a chance to build anything useful, compete with anything like this. And of course, they didn't have this awesome soundtrack, so they would just gone out of business. And I'm pretty sure at this point they've abandoned development and fixing any issues with it. Well, what I've read, people in the forums who own it aren't happy because the problems are there, and they just don't care. They're not touching them. They just went, oh, it's a failure. Moving on. Or at least that's the feeling I get. Again, I'm not educated on the subject, so I don't know. There we go. There's a very subtle use for this. Now. Okay, I'm almost thinking I want another big tree. There we go. Wikipedia. I wouldn't say I don't trust Wikipedia, but I do take everything on it, everything that it says with a grain of salt. You know, like, yeah, this might not be. But I do find it to be an excellent source of information. Yeah, well, you know, I can just go to my library, and where is it here? Roller Coaster Tycoon World. And what Steam says is it's, yeah, Vizio Creations and Atari. And it's got mostly negative reviews. Actually, there's not... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I got a positive review. It says, I don't mind playing this game. That's what I look for in a game. I look for something I don't mind playing. Yeah, it is right. And then the next positive review is, I love Tycoon games, but this one is truly messed up. That's a positive review. It's still fun when it works. It crashes all the time. Save your game as often as you can. That's like, I'm sorry. This is not the experience I'm looking for. I would like something a little more solid and thought out by the developer. Something the developer actually went, you know, let's go out of our way and make something that people want to play. Let's do that, you know. And they were like, no, you're crazy. You're just crazy. Yeah, sorry. I get getting carried away. It's only $3.74 on CD keys. Yeah, it's $16.99. Except if you want the deluxe edition, which is $21.99. I don't think I paid that much. I know there's no way in the world I paid that much. I think I bought it for like $8, if I recall correctly. And I was really like, should I? Should I? Is $8 like 8 times more than this is worth? I think it's 8 times more than it was worth. So why aren't plants vines? Or vines plants? These aren't plants. Why are these not plants? Nope, don't want any of those. I do want them, but that's just not going to work that way. Experimenting. Hey Aspen, how you doing? It's been a while, buddy. How's life been treating you? Yeah, that's what I said. But I'm sure you typed it before I said it. Because, you know. Good to see you back. For a bit, at least. That's not gonna work. I'm doing good. I am. I'm doing excellent. Far Cry 5 comes out next week. Okay, come on. Give me the scenery I need. Yeah, see, Planet Coaster has a bigger problem than that. What would be nice is if you could compile the worlds you build. And I don't know if anybody is like, you know, knows their 3D rendering and stuff like that. What that means. But the Planet Coaster's problem is when you build a world that gets too complex, it starts to really slow down. And the problem is it's drawing everything from as far away in my field of view. So it doesn't know what I can't see. It doesn't know that the blocks on the other side of this building can't be seen. And it's cheaper, meaning it takes less time to render them than it does to calculate whether or not they can be seen from where I am. But if you compile a world, a map, let's say, like you do when you're building games, 3D games, shooters and stuff like that, the occlusion calculations are pre-done. So the game knows what can be seen from where. And of course the engines, you know, do level of detail. So does this. This does level of detail calculations. As you can see when I zoom out, the level of detail changes drastically. But the problem is with Planet Coaster, it doesn't know that, and it just tries. So it does what it can without doing too expensive calculations. So once you build a world that's complex, like my first Adventureland, holy crap, that thing was slow. It was so slow. And you know, that's the other thing. I think the reason they're not resizable is they're basically what would be considered a static mesh, which can be loaded right into the video card and can be handled directly with the API, like, so they can be drawn quicker. So I think a lot of the things in Planet Coaster aren't dynamic meshes at all. So dynamic mesh is going to be have much more overhead than a static mesh, I would say. Again, I'm only speaking with what I know with my limited DirectX experience. I at one point wrote a UI that ran in 3D, in a 3D engine, in DirectX, just for, you know, I guess, just for kicks. I know that sounds insane, but, you know, I am a software developer, so I am insane. No, sorry, I'm not insane. I'm perfectly insane. Ask anybody. I'm pretty sure somebody in the stream will back me up. I'm completely sane, right? Hey, Aaron, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, and see, that's the other thing. I always limit my guests to 1,000 guests, because it's very CPU intensive. The more guests you have, the more individual threads are running to figure out what each of these guests want. Now, I know a CPU will only run like 4, 8, 16 threads, but gaming engines allow for like really virtual threading. So I'm pretty sure this engine allows for virtual threading, and you can basically run 1,000, or in the case of like Adventureland, I at one time had 18,000 people in that park, and it didn't work. It just didn't work very well. So, you know, there's some definite limitations of rendering a world this way. But it's also, you know, the only way we really know how to do it right now. Engines like this will get better, though. They always do. I don't know why I keep on going back and clicking on the same thing. Yeah. And it's not just the engines get better. The hardware we're running it on gets better. Like, you know, I wish that Planet Coaster like had a mode where I could tell it, okay, you know what? I would like you to run all the... I have 2 video cards, eh? So don't run the mines. Do I know how to make my own windows? What do you mean, like in Planet Coaster? I don't understand. Because Windows is an operating system too. And no, I don't know how to make my own Microsoft Windows. I know how to write software though. I could have a window open. I could have you do stuff. But you know, when it comes to Planet Coaster, you know, I don't know what you mean by Windows. Right now, I'm in a world right now that has no windows. There's not going to be a single piece of glass in this world because, of course, it's the old and new kingdom of Egypt mixed together. But you know, if you look at Pirates Paradise, which, you know, follow the Steam link to Steam down below and go to the workshop and pull back Pirates Paradise, you're gonna see a lot of custom windows in there. custom lighted windows, very, very customized work. That park has, you know, almost, that's 78,000 pieces or something like that. And very customized. Very, very customized. Oh, you know, I gotta tell you, right now, because of this whole cryptocurrency BS that's going on with our video cards, I would say your best bet, your most economical way to go is to buy. I hate to say. The reason I hate to say it is because what you get is going to be so substandard compared to what you could build, that it almost seems like it's a ripoff. But the problem being is you're not going to be able to buy a video card. If you want, let's say you wanted a 1080 Ti. They're selling for like $2,000. Like they're selling for more than my video cards that I paid for my video cards. I paid $1,500 a piece, and that was a reasonable price for two Titan X's at the time. But you can't do that anymore because these cryptocurrency miners have basically cornered the market, and it's the retailers that are doing it. It's demand that has caused this huge leap in prices. Nvidia isn't charged. Oh, they're starting to trend down. Good. Because Nvidia isn't doing this. You know, the problem is though, Nvidia is going to reap the benefit from it in the next round. Nvidia is not going to let the retailers benefit from this, and the price of video cards in the next round is going up drastically. Yeah, see, that's a 1080 Ti should be like $800, and yeah, it's getting there. I think at one point you could get a 1080 Ti with a water cooler for less than $1,000. So thanks for following Burly Specs. So yeah, it's a tough world when it comes to building a computer right now. When you can go buy yourself like you can take that extra money that you'd be buying on a video card and buy like a gaming rig. But you know, I'm gonna say you're always gonna get a better computer when you build it yourself. Always. Unless you go buy crap parts. Never mind. Let me rephrase that. When you properly build a computer for yourself, you always get a better rig. So that's sort of like where I am when it comes to gaming PCs right now. Me. Okay. I'm doing good, Red Dragon. How about yourself? I don't know Herzog Vision. You can post the link. But yeah, I don't know if it'll come up on Twitch. Oh, see, yeah, that's what I did when I built my last PC. That's one of the reasons it cost me so damn much. I bought wire braiding kits, and I took all the wiring that was in the case out and braided all of it. But I really wanted I really wanted something special, more than I'd had in any other PC I'd ever built, and I got it. You know, it's exactly what I wanted. The case I went with an Air 540. I'm a huge fan of Corsair parts, and Asus motherboard, Corsair case, everything like that. Hey, Luke, that's exactly what I have. I have two Titan X Maxwells, 12 gigabytes each. And they're great cards, except they crash in Far Cry. I'm sure they won't crash in Far Cry 5. This is not green enough here. I think what I need to do, give this a splash of real greenery. Maybe at the 2 meter size. So what have you been up to, Red Dragons? What have you been building lately? Okay. So do I have another pool over here with... No, I don't know. Yeah, I can see it looks pretty awesome. Misfit skull. I like the Misfit skull. NZXT water cooling. I went with the H100i from Corsair. Again, I'm very brand loyal. Okay, so I want some type of structure along the very edge here. I'm starting right here. This needs to change. I need to do something there. And I think if I go in here and all the way down to the bottom. I'll find the part I'm looking for. Okay, so yes, I found the part I'm looking for, but it comes with some caveats. Things that I'm going to need to fix and change. I'm going to need to put some space in there, and I'm going to need to put some space in there. That's okay, right? It'll all work out well in the end. Everything will be just fine. A lot of people on Twitch today. That's good to see. I didn't know what was going on with Twitch lately. I was finding I was only getting like 1 or 2 viewers for Planet Coaster on Twitch. Why is this why? Have I crookeded something? I have crookeded something. You're not being annoying. It you know. I still have to do some stuff around the back here. I see that, like, I don't know. There's stuff that needs to be done. Again, I'm gonna sort of stretch this out into here. We'll finish these walls. But you know, the other thing that's gonna go on is this. I'm gonna be coming in here later, and what I'm going to do is basically let's just shell it out so everybody knows what's coming. Let's make that a 9-meter circle. Let's make it an 8-meter circle. And I'm going to take this and I'm gonna go in. Whoops. I'm gonna come over from here and I'm gonna go in to there. Oh, I thought you meant normal things when you asked that. No, I can't make, the only things you can make move are the things that pre-move. So you can't make something move. You can only stick something that already moves. If you know what I mean. Like, that's just following a track. So yeah, there's no like I couldn't take a slab and make doors out of it. I'd have to have pre-built coaster doors that automatically open. That's what I meant. Sorry if I misled. So yeah, these are preset things that we can just put in our world. So yeah, there's quite a few of them. I'm not going to say that there's not, but you know, like you've seen animatronic stuff before. There's fire. It's not to this level. So like the animatronics, you know, there's clocks. There's gears. There's saw blades. There's Cthulhu. We've even got hippos. I don't know. No, the loop it's all pre-built. There's no customization in any of these things. If I wanted a purple rhino, I can't have one. Or hippo, I can't have one. So yeah, these are all pre-built. Any animation in the game is pre-built. Hope that makes sense. So I need to figure out how to fix this. You know what though? I think I'm gonna call it quits for the day. We've actually made some massive changes today. This whole thing is completely different. It's definitely starting to look the way I want it to look. You know, I don't want people to get here and go, "Oh, that's what I'm coming to see." I want them to be here and see bits of look. You see that? There's something up there. I just saw somebody's eyeballs pop in front of my head. That was weird. And that's what I want. Yeah, sorry, Aspen. I've been here for 2 hours already, and I actually have to cook something for dinner, not just heat something up. So, yeah. Sorry. So, yeah. It's coming. It's coming. It's definitely coming along. I'm just going to continue. I'm going to continue to flush forward all from here. We're going to work through here. And in here, like I said, I was just going to show you what's going to happen. We're going to come in here, and there we go. We're going to build a quarry. There's got to be a quarry here somewhere. So I'm going to come in, and we're going to put a bunch of blocks in here, and it's going to look like they're cutting them out. And then we'll build some stuff where you can, you can see where they were pulling them and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to build next time. As well as try to add to this. We're going to, every day, except for today, every day we're going to try to add to this and bring this, start this coaster build. I need to spin this back around this way. It will come up. They'll be able to take the coaster. They'll see the quarry. Everything will look beautiful by the time it's done. It'll be insane, the amount of detail by the time this is done. So until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you'd like to click the button and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.